Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, Captain Kirk may soon be spacebound, also flight training bill clears legislative hurdle, and Planes of Fame Airshow canceled. Happy Monday. Thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Kimberly Kay. We have a packed episode, so let's go ahead and start with Captain Kirk may soon be spacebound. A number of media outlets are reporting vague details about the possibility that the Star Trek actor William Shatner may be one of the next space tourist passengers on an upcoming flight of a Blue Origin New Shepard sub-orbital launch vehicle. Reportedly set for a mid-October launch, Shatner's flight may be the subject of a documentary that is still being shopped around to various outlets. The first manned flight of a New Shepard was supposedly upstaged by the flawed launch of Virgin Galactic's Unity 22 flight last July. That subsequently caused the FAA to ground Virgin Galactic and their vehicles until further notice. Blue Origin has had a better experience with a significant number of near-flawless unmanned launches, including in-flight abort tests that allow for the impressive manned flight that carried Bezos, his brother Mark, Mercury 13 icon Wally Funk, and the youthful beneficiary of a charitable lottery, Oliver Damon. The matter is further compounded by the fact that Bezos is an admitted Star Trek fan, to the point where it previously played a part in a Star Trek movie via a cameo as an alien Starfleet officer that lasted a few seconds and allowed him to speak 2 words in the movie, Star Trek Beyond. After the break, Rob Holland wins 10th National Aerobatic Championship. More news after these messages.
Aviation Safety Resources is disrupting the market for aircraft emergency parachute recovery systems. ASR systems are smaller, lighter weight, and offer longer repack cycles than similar products available in the current market. ASR has a recovery system available for every type of aircraft: sport, experimental, light sport, general aviation, urban air mobility, vertical takeoff and landing, electric propulsion, and unmanned aerial systems. Find the right product for your aircraft at aviationsafetyresources.com.
Skyleader Aircraft offers a lineup of the most powerful, durable, and efficient light sport aircraft in the industry. From trainers to roomy cockpits for long hauls, Skyleader has an aircraft for you. And the best part? They're in your budget. Skyleader's base prices are set low to give you room to customize your aircraft to your needs, desires, and wallet, allowing you to put your money where it matters to you most. Visit flyskyleader.com today to learn about our aircraft, customization options, and chat with the team.
If it looks good, it usually flies good. The Bristol series of aircraft is proof of that. Furthering their legacy of safety and efficiency, Bristol is proud to feature the Rotax 915 IS Turbo in the current lineup of aircraft. The 915 IS Turbo power plant offers more power than ever before in a light sport aircraft. Learn more about Bristol at www.sportflyingusa.com.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're going to be summarizing some shorter, interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. So let's start with Rob Holland wins 10th National Aerobatic Championship. This week, ICAS member and Airshow performer Rob Holland won his 10th consecutive U.S. National Aerobatic Championship in Salina, Kansas. After winning the first Unlimited National Aerobatic Championship in Denison, Texas in September 2011, Holland has won every year since. No other aerobatic pilot has won as many Unlimited championships. EAA opposes cap on veteran flight training benefits. EAA joined 14 other aviation organizations in jointly opposing a bill in the House of Representatives that includes a cap on flight training benefits available to United States military veterans, H.R. 4874. The bill in question caps payments for flight training programs and virtually guarantees that the U.S. veterans seeking to use their GI Bill benefits to pursue a career as a professional pilot will not have the necessary funds provided to complete flight training. Milwaukee headquarter FBO JetIn has announced plans to break ground on its new facility at the Milwaukee Mitchell International Airport. An $11 million investment will permit the development of the last greenfield parcel on the airport into the premier facility for general aviation in the state of Wisconsin. The facility will provide a full complement of services and amenities, including heated hangars capable of accommodating the largest general aviation aircraft. New Army directive will reset aviator warrant officer date of rank. The Army has made some decisions that are unlikely to be popular among the aviation warrant officers. The Army's new initiative has been undertaken to provide aviation warrant officers more time for professional development at junior ranks. Army Directive AD 2021-31, approved on September 10th and effective on October 1st, will reset the time required for aviator warrant officers to be promoted to Chief Warrant Officer 2. Well, that does it for today's trip around the patch. Now let's return to the rest of the news. Flight training bill clears legislative hurdle. A bipartisan amendment introduced by Representative Sam Graves and Representative Kai Kahele that would reverse the FAA's recent policy on flight training has been accepted into the House version of the National Defense Authorization Act. The amendment, which encompasses the Certainty for General Aviation Pilots Act 2021, would negate the FAA's recent policy that requires virtually all training in experimental, limited, and primary categories to be conducted under a letter of deviation authority or an exemption. This is an important first step towards a solution to the FAA's misguided interpretation of flight training, noted Congressman Sam Graves. The FAA did not heed the Transportation and Infrastructures Committee's bipartisan call to work towards a consensus solution in July, and now Congress is taking action. The NDAA is a defense funding bill with a high likelihood of passage, so it is an excellent vehicle for limited and targeted legislative language such as this flight training policy. Representatives Graves and Kahele introduced the successful amendment with support from EAA, IAC, and other associations. Focus now shifts to the Senate, where a similar amendment will help ensure that the final legislation contains the GA flight training language. After these messages, another air show is canceled. Those details after the break.
At Diamond Aircraft, innovation is in our DNA. Whether you're taking to the skies for training or business travel, every aircraft in Diamond's lineup features innovative technology, an industry-leading safety record, superior performance and efficiency, and a comfortable flying experience. No other company has pioneered as many aviation firsts, achieved more milestones, or received the same amount of industry praise as Diamond. Discover why Diamond Aircraft is one of the most trusted manufacturers in aviation at diamondaircraft.com.
Are you ready to ace your FAA drone pilot knowledge test, get your remote pilot certificate, and start earning money? Well, flying a drone is a great tool that can open up new business opportunities for anyone. Realtor, insurance adjuster, videographer, or commercial weekend drone warrior, you need to fly legally. Whether you're pursuing your initial Part 107 remote pilot certificate or you need a renewal, King Schools has a course just for you. So start learning today at kingschools.com.
When adventure is calling, the Bori by Aero Volga is the plane you need to answer the call. Bori's composite design is simple, reliable, and economical, with impressive performance and no gimmicks. Designed for the wilderness and proven durability in a flight around the Arctic Circle, the Bori has what it takes to handle your next adventure. Featuring 2 large cargo compartments, a comfortable modern cockpit, and a Rotax 912 power plant, the Bori Amphibian is now available in Canada. Experience the Bori for yourself at flightsimple.com.
Welcome back. The Planes of Fame Air Museum has announced that its 2021 air show scheduled for Saturday, October 30th and Sunday, October 31st at the Chino Airport has been canceled. After losing the 2020 airshow due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we were looking forward to presenting this year's show, commented museum president Steve Hinton. But the difficult decision was made to cancel this year's event. We hope 2022 will be a different story. This decision was made after careful deliberation and discussion. Logistical issues and rising operational costs associated with conducting a large-scale event, as well as the continuing challenges related to the pandemic, have led to this cancellation. The Planes of Fame Air Show features dozens of static aircraft displays, a fun and educational reenactors village full of military history, lots of vendors selling aviation memorabilia, tasty food and beverages, and plenty of special activities for the kids. And many of the aviation community had come to rate as primary event in the Warbird crowd. Of particular interest for 2021, especially for those enamored with naval aircraft, was the expected showing of their restored Bearcat. With a top speed of 455 miles per hour, this aircraft can climb over 4,400 feet a minute. That does it for our show today. I'm your host, Kimberly Kay. You can catch episodes of Airborne on Roku and Fire TV. Just search for Airborne in the directory. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.